part part D. Pretty long question. It's worth like 6 marks. A lot of space they give you to do the answer, so there's obviously a bit more to it than the other questions. They told us that there's a point X on PC. There's a point X on PC. Okay, and they tell us that this point X is 7.5 centimeters from P. Px is 7.5 centimeters. I don't know exactly where that is. I don't know how long PC is, but just assume it's here. Okay, it's just a sketch. Okay, so that's 7.5 centimeters. We've got to find the length bx. So let me just draw the line bx in. That might help us picture things better. Now, I can't assume that this is right angled. There's nothing to tell me that this is right angled, okay? Because I just guessed where this x is. It could be up there, up there. I don't know how long PC is right. So we're going to assume that this is not a right angle triangle. It's the only thing we can really do. Now, in this triangle, in this right angle triangle, what do we know? Well, we know this length is 7.5. We know that, well, in this triangle, we don't really know anything more than that. So let me just draw this triangle like this. As if you're looking at it from the side, it will be like, this is P, this is X, this is B, this is 7.5. Now, we don't know BX, we'll have to find BX. This is what we have to find. But we do know, well, we can find PB, can't we? Because it's part of this triangle. Remember, we just found that was 5 centimeters, the diagonal, half the diagonal. So we've got this right angle triangle that looks like this. Okay, that's P, that's B, which is the same PB as in this triangle. Okay, so that PBM, that PB is the same length as in this triangle here. So I know the height of this pyramid was 5 and 9, and I know that half the diagonal is 5. We worked that out in the last part of the question. So we could use this to find the length of PB. That's going to be the square root of 9 squared plus 5 squared, which is the square root of 81 plus 25, which is 106. So I know that this length is 106. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. If I know this angle, I can use the cosine rule, can't I? Okay, 6 marks, cosine rule. Okay, that makes a bit of sense now. Okay, cosine rule is normally worth about 4 marks and 2 marks to find these other things. Okay, that sounds sensible. So now we need to find this angle here, okay, which is BPX. Okay, to find that angle, we can actually use this triangle here. Okay, I can use this triangle here. Okay, let me just, I can make this is like a half of the angle. So the angle I need here, let me call it theta. I'm going to call it theta over 2 because I'm looking for this angle. Alright, and this is a right angle here. Okay, so you have a triangle PBN. Okay, that's N there, it's just covered by that line. Okay, it's a right angle triangle. Let me do it here. I'm drawing everything up here because I want to be able to see the pyramid without having to scroll up and down. In your question, of course, all of this space here you're going to use to do this working, because you'll be able to just look up and see the diagram here. I have to keep scrolling up and down, so I'll leave it like this, otherwise we'll all get a headache. Right, so we got P, and we got B, and we got N. Okay, so I'm looking at this triangle from slanted. Okay, this is a half of the angle I need, so I'm going to call it theta over 2. Okay, I've got fed up using x's, so theta over 2. Bn is going to be a half, because n is the midpoint. It's going to be half of the 6, is going to be 3. And PB, we just worked it out, is the square root of 106. So the angle we need, we can use opposite over hypotenuse, which is going to be the sine. So the sine of theta over 2 is going to be the opposite over the hypotenuse. So theta over 2 is going to be inverse sine of that. So let me take my calculator, and inverse sine of, you got 3 divided by the square root of 106. Square root of 106 close bracket. That gives you 16.94. So that's 16.94. Okay, 16.94 something, 16.940. I think that's like, leave it like that. That's as much as we need. So theta is equal to 2 times that. So it's 2 times 16.94. So you multiply this answer by 2, and you get 33.88. Okay, 33.88 is the angle, 33.88 degrees. So that's the whole angle there. So that's the angle in this section here, 33.88. Now we've got that, I can use the cosine rule to solve this question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this triangle and I'm going to move it down into this space here. Okay, and then we can calculate the length we need. Okay, so here we have the triangle moved down in the space. We've got space to answer it, and I'm going to find now what we need, which is bx. Okay, I'll just go back to x again. Call that little x. Now what we need here is to use a cosine rule. So the cosine rule is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a. And the angle A and the side A must be opposite. So of course I have to use this x as my A. So x squared is equal to, then I'm going to have the root of 106 squared, which is 106, plus 7.5 squared. If I square the root of 106, I just have to write 106, right? Minus 2 times root 106 times 7.5. So 7.5. Okay, times the cosine of the angle, which is 33.88. So that fits, sorry. Right? Okay, so now I can put that in my calculator and simply write the answer down. So I'll put that in my calculator with the square root, of course. So I'm going to have here, just a second, I'm going to have here 106. 106, okay, plus 7.5 squared. Okay, 1 second, let me put that under the square root first. So you're going to have the square root, sorry, of 106 plus 7.5 and squared. Minus 2 times the square root of 106. Okay, take that outside of the square root, times 7.5 times the cosine of 33.88. Okay, make sure it's in degree mode, yes, equals, and we end up with 5.834, 5.834 dot dot dot. So we're going to round to 3SF. It doesn't say anything else. That's right. So it's 5.834, 5.83 to 3SF. Okay, 5.83 to 3SF for 5.83 centimeters. And there we have it, part D of that question done. Thank you very much for listening.